Welcome back for day 8 of the challenge. This class is all about 360 degrees of shoulder mobility. You cannot talk about the shoulders without considering the rib cage because the shoulder blades need to be able to move well over the back ribs. Now, we are meant to have 30 to 40 degrees of thoracic kyphosis, meaning our upper back is meant to be rounded or convex like the surface of this ball because our shoulder blade is concave, and these two surfaces will move well on one another. However, for a lot of us, our thoracic spine is flat like this block. So their back ribs are also flat. And then the shoulder blade has a tough time moving over this surface. Now, a lot of people also have really slouchy shoulders and forward head posture, which looks like a rounded back. More often than not, it's actually a flat thoracic spine that has a hinge point like these two blocks. So this class is all about restoring thoracic kyphosis so that the upper back ribs are expansive and are a great surface for the shoulder blade to move around on. If you have a strap or a theraband, take it out and have a seat on your shins or up on a block, and let's get started. The reason I like a theraband is that it's A, stretchy, and B, it's pretty wide. So if you have one of these, you can also use a strap. Take it behind the back of your rib cage. Keep it as wide as possible. And then hold it in your two hands and reach your arms forward. Alternatively, you got a strap wrapped around the back ribs, or if you don't have a strap, just reach your arms forward and imagine that you did. The objective of the reach of the arms forward is to get the rib cage to go back. So press the back ribs into the band or into the imaginary band, and then send your breath into the band. Now add a rounding of your back, like a seated cat pose. So tuck your tail under, tuck your chin in. And those familiar pursed lips exhales, start with one of those and feel the front ribs go down, back, and in. Take a quiet inhale through your nose and fill the back ribs. Think of breathing into the band or the imaginary band. And at your own pace, purse your lips and exhale. And take a few cycles of breath here. So we'll put the whole spine into flexion. And I think of this like training wheels for back body expansion. That you don't want to walk around the world in a cat spine. But if it helps to give you that posterior expansion, this is a tool to help open up the back ribs. So keep that back body expansion, but think about now slowly taking off the training wheels until you come more into a vertical position that doesn't feel straight. I'm going to embrace that thoracic curve of the upper back. And then if you have the strap or the band, change hands so that you create this cross and feel the strap wrapped all the way around the back of the whole rib cage as you bend your elbows, and just let the elbows rest by the sides. Close your eyes if you haven't already. If you don't have a strap, take your hands and wrap them around the sides of your rib cage and really feel 360-degree expansion out into the band. Make sure it's not too tight. And contraction back into the center. And this is a 360-degree breath. Okay. And just blink your eyes open if they're closed. Take the strap in one hand so you can get the block out of the way. Put it to the side. And take your legs out in front of you. Bend your knees a bit so that you can come onto the backs of your heels. This is a familiar position from all the roll downs. Make sure you have room to roll down. And then reach your arms forward and feel your rib cage go back into the band as you tuck the tail. Take a quiet nasal inhale. And then purse your lips and exhale, rock back just a little bit. So just onto the back of the pelvis. And come back up on your inhale. And then do that again as you exhale. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Again, breathe in, come on up. And this time slowly go all the way down. So go slower than one exhale. Take your time to do a roll down. And whenever you do get down, keep the arms reaching up, but land your head on the mat and float your feet up so your legs are in a tabletop position. And now, we've said this a million times, as the arms go up, the ribs go down, but you actually have something to really press the ribs down into. And of course, there's the floor, but there's also the band. So now, as you purse your lips and exhale, do a little sit-up. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. And then go again, go down on your inhale. Keep resistance in the band of the arms going one way, the ribs going the other way. One more. This time as you go up, stay up. Take a quiet inhale. Keep your knees bent, but exhale, take your right leg forward. And then bring your right shin back up as you inhale and do the other side as you exhale. Let's do that twice more on each side. If that's too much for your neck, take your hands behind your head instead. Who cares about the band? But if you have the band, think of the front ribs moving down, back, and in through the thorax into the band, like they could go through your body and take and put more tension in the band. And then when you're finished, just roll down, land your feet, relax your arms, leave the band under you, but no need to pull it. So take a break from pulling on the band. Now this next transition, it's a little bit tricky. It can be really fun, but it can also be a little bit too much. So the end position will be tabletop, all fours, with the band in the same position on your back ribs and your hands. If it's fun for you to try to rock up and get there, you can. Otherwise, just roll to your side. So if you want to give it a go, arms up, float your feet, rock and roll, rock and roll. And then let's say on the third or so roll, cross your shins, plant your hands in front of your shins, and step your feet back to all fours. Take a few rounds of cat-cow into the band. And if you have a strap that's rigid, it's not going to be as obviously stretchy as the band. So find the right amount of space in the rigid strap, if you have one, that you can do a really good cat back, and you just won't feel the strap when you do cow. Now put the training wheels on again and stay in cat. So intentionally round your back and pin the band to the floor with your palms and lift the back ribs up into the band with your breath, or use your imagination if you don't have it. Now keep the thoracic kyphosis and lengthen your neck. So instead of looking back, just look down. Take your shoulders away from your ears. Tuck your toes under, and the next time you purse your lips and exhale, hover your knees just a smidge. So you're in this hovering tabletop, a familiar move already on day 8, but now you've got that resistance of the band to press up into. So keep doing the strong, slow exhales through the mouth, the quiet 360 inhales through the nose, and you might even walk your tiptoes back a smidge and make it that bent knee plank. Keep anchoring the band down with your hands and using your breath to expand the space in the back ribs into the band. Let's do one more breath. And then tap your knees down and take a child's pose and just slip that band off and relax. Notice that in child's pose, I just took my arms back by my shins. There's so much space for posterior expansion. So take advantage of this position to open that space up. Then roll yourself up to sit on your heels. And if you're comfy here, great. I'm going to put a block in between my feet, even on the second setting, so I have a nice amount of height, and sit up tall. Now, reach your arms forward without the band, but bring your back ribs into the imaginary band now behind you. And stay as you are, but put your left hand on your front ribs and anchor them down. So now you might even close your eyes and visualize your right shoulder blade moving around the back ribs. Just the shoulder blade is going to move. Take it up. That's elevation. Retract it. So squeeze the right shoulder blade into the center of the spine. Pull it down. That's depression. And then take it forward. That's protraction. And then do that again. So the shoulder blade goes up, and then it goes in, squeezes in, retracts, goes down and forward. And as you do that a couple more times, notice how much the rib cage wants to go forward, especially as you retract, and really see if you can fight that. Let's go the other way. So go up, go forward, go down, squeeze in, up, forward, down, squeeze in. A couple more in that direction. So this is you moving your concave shoulder blade over your convex back ribs. Okay, just shake it out, relax, and let's do the other side. So start with both arms forward, ribs go back, shoulders stay down. To start, right hand goes on the front ribs like a little chaperone, but your abs are on too, so get them down. Reach forward, protract, go up, elevate, retract, so pull the arm back, squeeze the shoulder blade in, keep the ribs down in front, and then go down. And then forward and up, back and down. A couple more times. I notice a little more clicking for me on this side. Keep the breath spacious. Let's switch directions. So go up, go forward, go down, go back, up, forward, Did I already do this way? I think not. Okay, and then relax, shake it out. So let's add one more element, movement of the arm bone as well. Start with arms forward, ribs back. Left hand is a chaperone. So now reach the arm forward, so protract the shoulder blade, and start to lift the arm up so it points in the overhead plane. That's shoulder flexion. You did that with Matt a few days ago. You hit a roadblock. So to get around it, spin your right palm forward and out. That's internal rotation. And keep that spin as you circle the arm back. So keep it's internally rotating. Turn the thumb more back and down. And as you internally rotate, the ribs want to turn left. So keep them facing forward. Keep that spin so that as the arm comes down by the side, palm faces out, thumb back. Now let's reverse that. So take the arm back, leading with your thumb. That's shoulder extension. You hit the roadblock. So get around it by externally rotating. Think about spinning your palm first down and then out to the right as you circle the arm back up overhead and then bring it forward and bring it down. Let's go one more time on this side. Go forward and up. Internally rotate, so palm spins forward and out, and keep that spinning as the arm circles back. Internally rotating as you extend the shoulder and bring it down, and then thumb leads the way, go back. Externally rotate, go up, forward, and down. Okay, let's switch. Both arms forward, ribs back. Right hand is the chaperone. Left arm goes forward and then up. You got the roadblock. Palm goes forward, out, leading with the pinky. Keep internally rotating as the arm goes back. Think bicep spinning down and back behind you. So as you come down, the palm faces out, thumb back. Lead by taking the thumb back. Try not to turn your rib cage to the left. Get around the roadblock by switching the rotation of the arm back to external, and then take the arm forward and down. One more time. The arm goes forward and up. Hit the roadblock. Spin the palm forward and out, and keep that spin of the palm. So the bicep spins down and back behind you as the arm comes back, and then reverse it, go back. Externally rotate, go up. Ribs stay in the front. Come forward, come down. Okay, shake it out. Let's do down dog. So as you go to down dog and take a few breaths, consider the position of the shoulders and the rib cage. So when you had your arm up in the overhead plane when you were sitting, you had your hand as a chaperone on your front ribs. You obviously can't have that here because both of your hands are on the floor. So can you use your abdominals and your sensory awareness to get your front ribs down, back, and in, so the back of your rib cage is a spacious home for your shoulder blades? And that should give you your abs, so that you should have your abs as you roll forward into a high plank with bent knees. Imagine the strap wrapped around the back ribs. Push your hands into the floor and feel your air go 360 into that imaginary band. Then pull your right knee into your chest and do a three-legged dog. So a down dog split. Lift your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Remember, our lunges are a little shorter than you might be used to. Put your back knee down. Roll yourself up and reach your arms forward. Think of the imaginary band. Move your back ribs into it. Visualize your kyphotic upper back, but take your face back slightly just so you're not taking your head forward. And then at the same time, start to lift both of your arms in the overhead plane, but ribs stay down, back, and in. Now spin both palms forward and out, and keep that spin as you circle your arms back behind you and lean forward on a 45. Keep the ribs in and lace your hands behind your back. You might also grab the band if that feels like too much. Tuck your back toes and straighten your back leg. And it's this tug of war between trying to keep your front ribs in and open your chest wide, so you can keep the elbows as bent as you want them. Now keep the hands laced and step your left foot forward so you find a fold up around the top of your mat. Bend your knees. Let your ribs even rest on your thighs. So your spine hangs, your head hangs, but lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling, and any amount, take your arms away from your back. And then we will let a little extension sneak in here. So leave your hands laced, bend your knees quite a bit, and think about lengthening your spine and even sneak in a little back bend. And then fold back down. Let go of your hands. Bend your knees a lot, like a deep squat. And instead of reaching your arms up for chair, reach them down on a 45. And as they reach down, put the imaginary band around your back and get your front ribs down, back, and in, so that if you had that theraband on, you would feel your breath in your back ribs. So you're in this, we won't even call this chair. Let's call this a parallel squat, reaching on a 45. Now stand up all the way, reach your arms up. Don't even worry about your ribs for a second, but notice your habit to thrust your ribs forward and stick your butt out. Grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand, bend your knees a bit, and do a cat spine in standing. So don't hinge forward at your hips quite yet, just a rounded cat spine. Then use your right hand and pull yourself over to the right. So do a little side bend. You did this with Matt the other day. And feel that as you inhale, all the space in the left side of the back ribs expanding. And as you exhale, the front ribs coming down, back, and in. Now stay where you are, but let your arms dangle down and do that droopy roll down like you're rolling down over the outside of the right leg. When you get down, bring your fingertips to center, step your left foot back, followed by your right, and find a plank with bent knees. Breathe into the imaginary band in your back ribs, and then take your heels halfway to the right, like you're thinking about side plank, and shift your center of mass into the right hand. Push and lift the right side of your abdomen. You might even come onto your left fingertips. And then look for that same space in the left upper back to expand with your breath, to get airflow in there. Strong pursed lips exhales. Every time you exhale, lift the right side abs. Remember the oblique day? Then bring yourself to center, tap your knees down, and lower to the belly. Point your toes, drag the front of your pelvis forward, and then hover your hands. Without squeezing your shoulder blades together, can you just lift your chest? Keep a long neck, so no need to squeeze the shoulder blades together here. Touch your palms on the floor, give a little pull of your hands back, and think about getting longer and wider. Then press back like it feels like a push-up to go to a child's pose. Leave your knees narrow so that your rib cage gets to rest on your thighs, and it's like your thighs are the chaperones for your front ribs to keep them in. Then rock forward enough that you can tuck your toes and lift back up into a downward facing dog, considering the position of your rib cage, the back ribs as a home for your shoulder blades. Roll yourself forward to the bent knee plank. The imaginary strap between your palms and the back ribs. Draw your left knee into your chest. Down dog split, float your left leg. And step forward. Remember, it's not too long. Put your back knee down and roll up and reach your arms forward in front of you. Imaginary strap, breathe into it. Start to float both of your arms in the overhead plane. Stop before the ribs flare. Get around the roadblock. Spin your palms forward and out. And as they circle back, see if you can keep them narrow as you lean forward without rib flaring. And lace your hands if it works. Grab the strap if you prefer. Straighten your back leg and manage the tug of war between the ribs wanting to flare out as the chest expands. Elbows stay as bent as you want them. Step forward, find a fold. Like the child's pose, your thighs are the chaperones of your front ribs. And then it's really an indulgent little moment, especially for us at Movement Method, as you bend your knees and do that little back bend. So it's like a slingshot, fist back, heart forward, and then fold back down, ribs to thighs. Do that deep squat where you reach on a 45 and even look between your hands as they reach down to the floor. So you look a lot like when you're lying on your back doing a supine tabletop. Think of your back being flat against the floor if that's where you were. So you have your abs, your core canister. Stand up, reach your arms up. Have a little sneaky moment where you just check your habits, because we all have them. Then grab your right wrist, bend your knees, and round your back like cat. So reestablish flexion in the spine, space in the back, and then pull it over to the left. Only the upper body moves. The legs are unchanged. Now think about that pocket in the right side of the upper back expanding with each inhale, and especially the left front ribs going down, back, and in with each exhale. Stay on the side and dangle your arms. Do one of those crooked roll downs. Think of a cat back the whole way, Reference the obliques class. Feel your left side abs as you go down. And then bring your hands to center and step your right foot back. Then your left. It's a bent knee plank. Put your breath into the imaginary band around the back ribs and take your heels halfway to the left. Shift your center of mass into the left hand. Lift your left side abs and then perhaps come to right fingertips. Just like the standing side bend, every inhale expands the right upper back. Every pursed lips exhale turns on the left obliques. Come to the center, knees up or down, lower to the ground. As you point your toes and drag the front of the pelvis forward, no hands, and lift up without squeezing the shoulder blades together, because you don't have to pair those actions together all the time. You just extend your upper back. Now touch the floor and give yourself a little pull of your hands back. Get long, get wide, and then a push up to go back to child's pose with the knees narrow, the thighs chaperoning the front ribs. You've got all the moves. Let's keep the awareness in the rib cage and the shoulder blades. And as you take an inhale, rock yourself forward, tuck your toes, exhale to a downward dog with the ribs down, back and in. Roll forward, inhale to a bent knee plank. Right knee to chest, exhale, pull it in. Down dog split, breathe in. Step forward, breathe out. Back knee down, roll up, reach forward, inhale. Stay, just purse your lips and exhale, ribs down, back and in. Give the tail a little tuck. Arms go up on your breath in, ribs don't move. Spin palms forward and out. Exhale, circle the arms back and lean forward. Lace your hands. Straighten your back leg. Inhale, ribs stay in. Step forward and fold. Exhale, ribs to thighs. Bend your knees. Do that indulgent halfway lift. Breathe in. And then fold. Exhale, ribs to thighs. Squat low. Inhale, reach on a 45. And then stay. See if you can get a little lower. Exhale. Find a little more abdominal corset. Stand. Inhale, arms up. Catch your left wrist. Do the standing cat. Exhale, round. Stay in the middle. Pull it to the right. Breathe in. Stay right and dangle your arms as you breathe out. Start your roll down. Get about halfway down on your inhale. Let your head relax. Get all the way down on your exhale and bring your hands to center. Step your left foot back. Breathe in. Right foot back, bent knee plank. Exhale, ribs down, back and in. Heels halfway right. Breathe in. Push into your right hand. Purse your lips. Exhale, come to left fingertips. One quiet inhale for the left upper back. One strong exhale for the right obliques. Center, inhale. Lower to the floor. Exhale. Slide through low cobra. Breathe in. Push back, child's pose. Exhale, knees are narrow. Round forward, breathe in. Spacious back body. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Breathe out, ribs are in. Roll forward, inhale, bent knee plank. Left knee to chest, exhale. Three-legged dog, breathe in. Step forward, breathe out, back knee down. Roll up, reach forward, inhale. You'll stay, purse your lips, exhale, set the abdominal corset. Nothing moves but arms up, breathe in. Palms forward, palms out, circle back, exhale, lean forward. Lace your fingers. Straighten your back leg. Inhale, manage the tug of war. Step forward and fold. Exhale. Bend your knees, indulge yourself. Inhale, like a slingshot of your heart. Exhale and fold. Squat low. Inhale, reach on a 45. Stay, ribs in. Exhale, get a little lower. Challenge your legs. Stand, reach your arms up. Breathe in, catch your right wrist. Stay in the middle, but cat your back. Exhale. Pull it to the left. Breathe in. Stay, but dangle your arms. And exhale. Start the roll down. Inhale, get about halfway down. Feel the right upper back expand. Exhale, left abs on as you get all the way down, hands to center. Right foot back. Breathe in. Both feet back. Exhale, knees are bent. Heels go left. Inhale. As the weight goes in the left hand, exhale, come to right fingertips. Slow, quiet inhale, the right upper back filling. Strong exhale, the left obliques lifting, firing. Center, breathe in. Lower to the floor, breathe out. Low cobra, breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out and stay. Back body, inhale. Just a softening exhale. Roll yourself up to sit on your heels. So we'll do a little bit of chest expansion in a prone position. If this doesn't work for you, you could also take a forearm or an arm onto the wall if you're not so comfy being on your belly, and if it feels quite deep to roll onto your side with your arm somewhere between a T and a Y. What's important when you do this lying on your belly to side lying is that this stays open, so the front of the shoulder stays off the floor, I'll cue it, and that the ribs don't go out, and that's hard when you're on the floor. So I like to use a pillow underneath my head. You can use a block if you have one, or a little couch cushion, so that as you come forward to lie on your belly, there's a block just outside your right ear. We'll do the right side first. And then I'm going to flip around just in case you need to see me. So as you lie on your belly, you'll take your right arm straight out to the right, somewhere between a T and a Y. And then you'll lift the front of your right shoulder head off the floor, and you'll leave that space between the floor and your right shoulder. Then look to the left and use your left hand like finger stand cobra and roll onto your right side. Walk your right hand away as you go and put your head on the block and bring your knees way into your chest. And then just notice if the front of your right shoulder is off the floor, get it off the floor and walk your right hand away. Knees way into the chest. So like you're trying to do a cat spine even. Matt would call this a little cuddle puddle. And make sure you bring the block to your head, so don't toss your head back to find the block. If you need a little more, lift the right side of the ribcage off the floor, turn it more to the left, and then lie it down. And if you need to make sure about your front ribs, take your left hand on them and pin them down, back and in, so that you are getting a true stretch in your pecs on the right upper chest. And if this is too deep on the floor, do it on the wall. You still get posterior expansion with your inhales, but also envision a pocket now in the right upper chest that tends to be deflated and kind of sad, not getting any airflow. And send your attention there. Think of every inhale expanding that pocket like a deflated balloon, expanding with each inhale. And still practicing fully, completely exhaling. Couple more breaths on this side. Remember, the front of the right shoulder is off the floor. And then if you're comfy to lie on your belly between sides, do. If you're happier, child's pose or sitting, do that. But take the right pecs off stretch. So whatever that looks like for you. And then we'll do the other side. So if you have the pillow, move it over to the left side of your face, pretty close, and take your left arm somewhere between a T and a Y and walk it as far as you can away from you. Lift the front of your left shoulder up. Look to the right, use your right hand, spidered fingertips or palms fine, and roll over onto the left side. Bring your block towards you and see that the front of your left shoulder is off the floor as you bring your knees into your chest. And this is like a night and day difference for me on this side. So much less space. So check in with your front ribs, and if needed, get your hand on there and bring them down, back and in. Check in on the front of your left shoulder being off the floor. And if it's too much, again, use the wall. Even if you're switching between sides, it's absolutely fine. Think about your air expanding that empty balloon, that deflated balloon in the left upper chest. If anybody tells you not to breathe into your chest, run away. Your lungs are in your chest. So expand that area with each inhale and continuously finish your exhale. So every exhale, all the way to empty, front ribs down, back and in. So there's movement in the rib cage. Yes, there's movement in the belly, but it's not just belly breathing. You want rib cage expansion and contraction. Just do one more slow, complete breath cycle. And when you're finished, stretch your legs out long. Come back to your belly if that's comfy for you. Take the left pecs off, stretch. And then just flip yourself over onto your back. If there's any props that you like, reach for them. Let's bring your knees into your chest. Just give yourself a little hug. Rock a little bit. Or make circles on your lower back. If you're circling one direction, circle the other direction. And release your feet to the floor. And I like constructive rest, especially if I don't have a bolster or blocks to put under my knees. So feet a little wider, knees knocked in. If you'd like a little lift under your head, prop it up. And find a comfortable position with your arms, whether that's by your sides or even the hands on top of the body. Just get a sense of the back of the rib cage being heavy, but releasing the effort of strongly taking the front ribs down, back and in. And release the control of your breathing. But just get a sense even of your natural breath, how it feels after practice. How much space I hope there is for you inside to welcome airflow, to welcome movement of the ribs, which are the most dynamic bones in your body. Sometimes they just get a little stuck and they need a little bit of help. So let yourself simmer in all of the work that you've done in this practice and all of the work that you've done so far in these 8 days of practice together. Have a wonderful rest, and I will see you back tomorrow for day 9. Thanks for being here.